Well, and Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Big 13 heavy.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A good pickup there, 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, ETN once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st down, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. So 8 yards up. With second and a couple. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put it
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Well, the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 13 carries, 69 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Safe right. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence rolling to his right. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Lawrence on target there to Ridley. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this 1st half. And it's a 1st down. Now Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. First down, Young. That one complete to Parker. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Third down, Young from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Young to throw it. Across midfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Shenault, 76 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game. There he goes, left side. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This offense gets set for a new series. We take a look at Laviska Shenault leading him out. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Young. Over the middle, he's got Parker. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Sade Oluwakim in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Lawrence will throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That throw by Young incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports halftime report. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. Now Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here is Young. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second down, ETN once more. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now. ETN once more. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
I got him.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under him and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they weren't successful.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Screen play. Here's ETN. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Blue, check. Check white.
Young off the play fake. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down, Young. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Flushed out right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. ETN up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Foyesade Aluakin, his second sack of the night. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Ready?
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, Young to Chenault on the slant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, back.
Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Ready?
Young looks to throw on first down. Dorsett's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Young on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Connection made with Chenault. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. 1st and 10, Young. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Young to throw it. This is Chenault on the receiving end. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. looks like he'll throw here. That's complete. Right back to Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Lawrence going to throw again. Now the ball comes loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Ready?
To throw, Young. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Out of his end zone, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
It's Young on first down. That'll be caught by Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3. One last shot for Young. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.